Okay, welcome back. We're gonna fold today a Mickey Mouse pattern. This is a very popular pattern, not real hard to do. I'd say it's about an intermediate fold. So first we're gonna run through what we need to do that. We have a t-shirt here soaked in soda ash. It's wet, spun out in the washer with the water turned off, cold. Scissors, a marker, Rose Art. I always use Rose Art. I've used Crayola in the past and it leaves staining on the shirt sometimes, so to avoid that, I use the Rose Art. I never have that issue. Rubber bands, I have 3 different sizes here. A larger one, medium, and then a small one. And then over here I have cotton twine. And right here I have my Mickey pattern. Notice it's just half of the Mickey, that's all you need. This one's cut out of Mylar so that we can reuse it over and over again. So we start by getting the shirt laid out flat, face down. Just like that. Try to get as many of the wrinkles out as you can. You want to fold it in half vertically. You want to get up here on the edge and grab a clean fold there and then a clean fold at the bottom. I'm going to pick that shirt up and shake it out and then flop it back down on the table. From there you can line up where it didn't line up perfectly, like down here. It's not quite there. Up here looks pretty good. I'm going to pick it back up to fix that bottom part and lay it back down. Okay, you just want to run your hand along this edge here and make sure that there's no folding inside the folds. If so, then you can just grab that part of the shirt and just sort of shake it out. You don't have to pick the whole thing up. You don't want to stretch it a whole lot either, so just doing it like that makes it a lot easier. And take your pattern and lay it down and then just draw that out with the marker. Okay, just like that. Alright, now you want to fold along the line that you have drawn. Now I always start at the bottom and make my way up to the top. My folds are about maybe about 1/4 of an inch, a little more than 1/4 of an inch high, and that's how I want to keep my folds all the way around this line. That gives you a more even dye when you go to dye it. Right here you want to turn the corner and get up on the ear part and just continue folding it around. I kind of push those down a little bit and tighten them up. And there I have my line. It's folded. It's nice and clean. The folds are nice and clean. And it's a fairly straight line. Now hold all that together. Slide a string underneath there and bring it over. Hold on to this fold until you are ready to tighten right down on the string. So I've still got my fingers in here. I'm holding both sides, and now I've just switched hands to hold that, and I let that go as I'm pulling that string tight. Let's go ahead and cut that off. Swing her around. You sort of want to fan fold this out a little bit so that you can put a second string on here. Just kind of fan fold it with your fingers. And I always, again, press down on my string line here so that when I'm pulling and folding this part of it, it doesn't inadvertently pull a piece out of here, because that's going to change everything and you're going to have to start over. I'll put that string about 1.5 inches down from the first one, fairly snug. Okay, so when we go to dye it, we'll dye this. We'll not put anything in the middle here, and then our first dye line after that will be on the other side of the string. From there, just hold on to that second string that you've tied and fan fold this out. And you don't have to pull it so hard at this point that you can't let this go and have it come out on you. I'll also use my hand to control the height of the folds so it's even across here. I'm going to start with the blue rubber band here. Then I get a little bit bigger because this part of the shirt's wider and I don't want it to be so tight that dye can't get through there when I go to dye it. Constantly working the folds, refolding the fan on down the shirt. Can switch back to blues and get quite a ways down the shirt here with the blue rubber bands. That's not blue, but same size. Okay. Now we get down to the bottom of the shirt. Once again, clean those folds up. Bring them down even. Then you can use some of the small rubber bands to finish it out. Just like that. There's the folded Mickey. And then also once I'm done, I turn the shirt over. See this? There's a hole here, and this fold right here is fatter. You can see that indentation. It's fairly flat on this side, but it's more so dipped on the back. So what I do is I kind of take my thumb and push that through, not all the way through, but to even it out with the rest of these folds. So that dip's not so deep. It's going to be a lot easier to fold, or dye that rather, if that's as flat as you can get it, okay, and even. So there it is, much better. All right, that's the folded Mickey. We'll get on to dyeing it.